Thank you everyone for being with me and practicing in this space. It's really nice that we can be here together. I would like for you to start in a seated pose comfortably, just as a way to bring yourself to your practice, to just create this separation from what's going on in your day or what you may be returning to, and just giving yourself this space to practice here and now. So when you find your comfortable seated position, placing your palms onto your thighs and creating a connection, pushing yourself back so you promote a nice strong spine by placing the shoulders over the hips, ears in line with the shoulders, and reaching the crown of the head up high towards the sky. Great, let's take a nice full inhale in together. Sigh it out as you exhale. Full inhale. Sigh it out as you exhale. One more full inhale in. And sigh it out. And I want you to start just anchoring into your mat. So as you take your full inhale, draw the energy up through the sit bones and imagine that the energy is coming up the spine. Keep inhaling as your inhale follows this upward path all the way up to the crown of the head and even out through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, call the energy back. Follow the exhale back down the spine and let it anchor and ground you. Full inhale in, and your length of inhale is going to vary a little bit from mine. And then when you feel the energy above the crown of the head, pull it back. With each inhale, as you pull the energy up and out through the crown of the head, you are in control of the type of energy that you let release. And as you exhale, you call that same energy back. And you let it anchor you, or you process it and you work with it. So maybe as you inhale, you don't feel like, or you feel like there's a restriction somewhere, but you keep inhaling up. And as you exhale, maybe you use the exhale to work past that restriction. Maybe it's not getting the full expansion in the torso or in the lungs, or maybe even it's the length of the inhale. So let this breathing exercise let you play around with how you work with what you put out, and then also how you work through restrictions and maybe some blockage. And try not to assign it as good or bad, but what it is. Trying to keep your mind neutral to what comes in this practice. That way you don't get attached too much to the experience of it, and you create and maintain and keep your overall awareness. Inhale, reach the arms up high. And then bring the arms down, let the fingertips touch the earth. Maintain your strong spine. Inhale, reach up. This time, let the fingertips touch overhead. And then let the fingertips touch the earth as you exhale. Great. This time, as you inhale, imagine that your inhale is still coming up through the spine, out the crown of the head. And then as your fingertips touch, it's almost like that energy point meets. And then as you exhale, you send it back down through the spine. And your fingertips touch when that exhale hits the base of the spine. Great, let's try that 3 more times. So you follow your breath. Let the fingertips touch at the top. And then exhale, ground. You may be a little ahead or behind me, and that's fine. 2 more. And then we'll meet with fingertips touching the ground, nice and tall. And then bring the palms into the lap, or you can leave them connect to the earth if you would like. And then just drop the chin to chest, best as can be. Just, you're creating length in the back of the neck, and it might be a lot and it might be a little, it just depends. And then roll the chin over towards the left. Stay here for 3 deep cycles of breath. And then take your full inhale. Let the exhale guide the chin over towards the right. And stay for 3 deep cycles of breath. Full inhale. Let your exhale guide you over towards the left. Take your inhale. And then head on over towards the right. Full inhale. And then go over towards the left. We'll repeat both sides 2 more times, using your breath to guide you. And then as you exhale, meet back into center. Inhale, draw a line with the nose, look up towards the sky. Keep your strong, straight spine. Drop the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then exhale, look down. Chin back to chest. Inhale, look up. And down as you exhale. Look up as you inhale. Down as you exhale. And then bring yourself back to neutral. Full cycle of breath. Beautiful. Okay, slowly and carefully come into a tabletop pose. Find your stability and your foundation in your tabletop. As you inhale, drop the belly, look on up, curl under the toes, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Stay for a full cycle of breath. Pull the sternum forward. And then as your exhale happens, release the shoulder blades, taps of the feet come onto the mat. Round the back, chin into chest, spread the shoulder blades away. Press the fingers into the mat, stay. All right, find your cow as you inhale. Cat as you exhale. And flow at the pace of your breath. Cow on the inhale. Cat as you exhale. Once again, feel good about taking the long cycles of breath. And if you're feeling called to it, maybe make some C shapes with the spine. And then come back into some stillness. Back into your tabletop pose. Okay, fire hydrant on the right side. So you want to lift the right knee out to the side. And then find some balance between the left and the right palms. Try not to dump all the weight onto the left side. Take a full inhale. And as you exhale, allow the right knee to tap onto the mat. Inhale, lift the right knee. Tap the right knee. Lift. Tap. 2 more times. Lift. And tap. Lift. And tap. And this time lift. And then straighten your right leg behind you and turn your toes down. So you were in external rotation of the hip, and now you want to bring it into a little more neutral or even internal rotation. Toes point down, push out through the right heel. And then gently and carefully lift the left arm parallel to the left ear. And then as you exhale, bring the knee and the elbow together around the back. Inhale, create your length. Exhale, knee and elbow come together. Inhale, create length. 2 more times. Exhale, knee and elbow come together. Inhale, create length. Exhale, knee and elbow come together. Inhale, create your length. And then set your left palm down, right knee down. Bring the big toes together and then just come back into child's pose here. Taking some pressure off of the wrist, maybe the shoulders. Dropping into your deep cycles of breath. Okay, you're still here in this child's pose, but what I really want you to do as you inhale, reach the fingertips forward just a little bit more, and as you exhale, bring the bum back closer to the heels. And can you do this just 2 more times? And then slowly and carefully begin to make your way back into your tabletop pose. Okay. Set yourself up for the left side. So you'll bring the left knee up to hip height. Find your balance and equanimity. And then as you exhale, tap the left knee down. Inhale, lift the left knee. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. And I'm human and I forgot. So I think we have to do one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift, and then straighten your left leg back. Point the left toes down so you internally rotate your hip. And then slowly and carefully begin to reach the right arm parallel to the right ear. Full inhale. As you exhale, knee and elbow come together. Now you have 5 times with this, so you can round as deeply as you would like. Inhale, create length. And reach as long as you would like. Exhale, knee and elbow come together. Inhale, length. 3 more times. Knee and elbow come together. Create length as you inhale. Stay strong. Exhale, knee and elbow come together. Inhale, length. Exhale, knee and elbow come together. Inhale. And gently set everything back down. Come back into your child's pose. And I want you to return back to that inhale, walking the fingertips a little bit closer. And as you exhale, bringing the bum a little closer to the heels. Okay, slowly and carefully, you will shift from child's pose into your tabletop. And then tuck under toes, downward dog. Okay, you have 5 breaths here in this down dog. So if movement is what you need, I want you to take it. If stillness is what you need, find it. Three more breaths, coming back to your grounding. So you can still have movement, but know that you're able to come back to an anchoring or grounding point. All right, last breath. And then take your full inhale. Use the entire exhale to slowly walk the feet close to the hands, not rushing it. So you can notice maybe little things about yourself as you walk your feet there into your forward fold. When we rush, we miss the little things. Okay, once you're in your forward fold, maybe you rock back on heels, set the toes down, lift the heels, place everything down, rock laterally, internally, medially. And then find some stillness, dropping the head. And then slowly and carefully let your hands slide up your legs as you come up halfway. Belly button's coming into the spine, feet are rooted down, crown of the head reaches forward, create your length. Stay here for a cycle of breath. Inhale, create your length. And then exhale, call it back, fold forward. Okay, just like you did seated where you followed the inhale up your spine, I want you to do the same. So let the inhale this time start at the feet. And follow it up the legs. And then once it hits the hips and the low back, slowly start rolling yourself up. Until you come to standing. And if you, And then as you exhale, come back down. Or, I'm sorry, send the energy back down, reach the palms down, crown of the head reaches up. All right, let's take a cycle of breath here in this mountain pose. Reach your arms up high as you inhale. Okay, your job here is keep the shoulders sliding down and away from the ears, fingertips reach up high. Stay here for 2 more cycles of breath. One more breath. Keep the fingers activated. And then drop the left hand down to the left side, fingertips reach down. So now your left fingertips and right fingertips are reaching away from each other. Okay, keep the feet rooted and grounded, so you might want to readjust. Take your full inhale, and then as you exhale, give yourself a side bend over towards the left. And you can bend as deeply as you would like, but if you start feeling maybe your scapula's crunching together, or even like the rib cage and the hips like crunching together, ease up, okay? And then reach the left fingertips as far, or sorry, the right fingertips as far to the left as it feels comfortable. One more breath. Great. Inhale, reach your right arm up, leave your left hand down. Exhale. Inhale, have the left hand meet the right hand. Exhale. Full breath, connect. Drop the right hand as you exhale. And you stay here for a few cycles of breath. Just feeling the right scapula sliding down and away from the ears. And then even mindfully making sure that the left scapula isn't creeping up, that you're maintaining the space. One more big breath here. All right, full inhale is going to give you length. And then exhale, lean to the right. Once again, you kind of find the sweet spot, and it's going to be different from the other side. All right, drop into your deep cycles of breath. One more breath here. Okay, press the big toes into the mat. Inhale, reach the left hand up, keep the right hand down. Exhale. Inhale, have your right hand meet the left hand. Exhale, arms come down to the side. Inhale, reach the arms up. Drop the left palm as you exhale. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, bend to the left side. Inhale, reaches the right arm up. Exhale. Inhale, left hand reaches high. Right arm reaches down. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. To the right as you exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, left arm reaches, or right arm reaches up to meet the left. Fold forward as you exhale. Your halfway lift as you inhale. Palms connect into the mat. Step the right foot back, then the left, or the left foot, then the right foot to meet in plank pose. Your choice. Keep pushing out through the heels and drop the knees if you want. You're here for 3 more cycles of breath, and I really want you to find a nice neutral shoulder here, so you're not sinking in, you're not squeezing the scapulas together, or they're not too far apart. You practice that a little bit in your cat-cow. One more breath. And then drop the knees, the chin, the chest, and then find your cobra. Slowly release. Push up into plank pose. All right, you're gonna try that again. You know what the neutral shoulder blade feels like. So you're here for 3 more breaths. And once again, if you start feeling any sort of challenge or restriction, stay with it, breathe with it. One more breath. And then drop the knees, the chin, the chest. Find your cobra. And then slowly release. Push up into your plank pose, and then downward dog. Three more breaths here. Two. Last breath. All right, from here, reach the left leg high, 3-legged downward dog. And then step the left foot through to the hands, high runner's lunge. Push out through your right heel. Strong high runner's lunge. And then carefully guide your right knee down. Untuck the right toes or leave them tucked, your choice. All right, stay here in your low lunge. One more deep cycle of breath. Really use the next cycle of breath to anchor your left foot into the mat. And then as you inhale, reach the arms up high. low lunge salute. Two more breaths. Stay strong with this next breath. Inhale, reach on up. Anchor it in as you exhale. Reach the arms up high as you inhale. Both hands come to the inside of the left foot. And then this is where it might get a little tricky. Slowly start walking to the right side of your mat with your hands. You'll turn your right leg to the left side of the mat and slowly begin to straighten your left leg. Inhale, bring yourself up nice and tall so you're set up for a half gate pose. All right, bring your arms out to a T. All right, you're here for a full cycle of breath. Stay strong. And then reach your right arm up high as you inhale. Left arm comes to the outside of the left leg. Stay here. And then slowly begin to bend as gently as you would like towards the left without collapsing. So if you feel yourself down, you come back up. You maintain your integrity in this. Are you pushing out through the outside of the left leg, the left foot? Keep your left leg engaged. Lifting, it helps lift in the pelvis and the hips so you're not dumping. One more breath. And then inhale, draw yourself up, back into your T. Then exhale, bring your hands down. Slowly walk yourself back to frame your left leg. Your left leg is still straight here though. So you turn your left toes towards the top of your mat and then engage the left heel. Left toes are high. Push out through the left heel and then fold. One more deep breath here. And then slowly and carefully come back into your low lunge. And then tuck under your right toes, lift the right knee, left foot meets left foot meets right foot, plank pose. For 3 cycles of breath, your version of a plank pose. 2. Once again, keep your shoulder blades strong. Last one. And then drop the knees, the chin, the chest. Find your cobra as you inhale. And then push back into your downward dog as you exhale. Two more breaths. Last breath. Okay, this time you'll lift your right leg high, 3-legged dog. And then step your right foot through to your hands, high runner's lunge. And then carefully guide the left knee down, low lunge. You stay here, finding your foundation first. Find some equanimity. And then guide the arms up high. Two more breaths. And then take your full inhale. Place both hands to the inside of the right foot. And then you start walking towards the left side of your mat as you turn the left foot out. Straighten the right leg and slowly and carefully lift yourself up. Arms come out to a T. One more breath, reaching fingertips away from each other. Crown of the head is still reaching up high. Okay, left hand reaches high, right hand drops down. Full inhale, reach your left fingertips up high. And then as you exhale, you fold over towards the right. Once again, it's not going to be the same between left and right. And in fact, it's not even going to be the same when you are standing. But you find the spot that works for you to be in your lateral bend. And you stay with your deep cycle of breath. One more breath here. And then as you inhale, slowly draw yourself back up. Settle back with arms to a T. Full inhale. Place the palms down as you exhale, and then slowly and carefully walk to frame your right foot, and then bring the left leg behind you. Find your half split pose. Right toes come out, push out through the right heel, and then slowly and carefully begin to fold over your right leg. Keep your strong spine. Stay strong here. Stay gently strong here. One more full inhale. And then as you exhale, find your way back into your low lunge. Tuck under your left toes. Right foot meets left, plank pose. 3 cycles of breath. Stay strong. Don't let anything sag. One more breath. And then drop the knees, the chin, the chest. Find the cobra as you inhale. And then push back into your downward dog as you exhale. Two more breaths. All right, reach your left leg high. Step your left foot through to your hands, high runner's lunge. Spin your right foot down so the right toes are at a 90-degree angle. You're setting yourself up for your warrior 2. So, fingertips or palms are still touching the mat, and I want you to feel your feet totally engaged as if you were standing right now, but you're not. So feel that connection, okay? And then you're going to use your inhale. As you inhale up through the bottoms of the feet and let that inhale draw you up into your warrior 2. Strong. Fingertips reach away. Crown of the head reaches high. Shoulder blades reach down and away from the ears. Bend is strong in the left knee. One more breath. Okay. Right hand to the back of the right thigh, left hand is high to the sky as you gently straighten the left leg. Not locking the left knee, but guiding the top of the left thigh, the femur bone, the head of the femur bone, into the hip. So you're in your reverse triangle. Full breath here. Once again, maintain the integrity of your strong spine by not collapsing or jumping. And then you'll come into your triangle pose by reaching up as you inhale, and then forward and down as you exhale. And then look at the left toes. Place both hands to the inside of your left foot. Bend back into the left leg, right knee, coming into like the pseudo lunge. And then once you're in, like once the left foot is planted, the right toes are planted, you'll realize you're in your lizard pose. Okay, it's yogi's choice. You can gently drop the right knee down, or you can come down onto forearms, or come onto forearms after you drop your right knee. It's your choice. But we're here for 10 deep cycles of breath. So though this is a deep hip opener, try not to open up too quickly. Maintain the integrity. Don't rush it. Let it be subtle and gentle. 3 more breaths. And then if you're on forearms, slowly meet on palms. If you've dropped your knee, slowly lift the knee. And then guide the left leg back into a 3-legged downward dog. Stack the hips by bending the left knee. And then guide the left foot down, downward dog. One more breath in the down dog. And then you reach your right leg high, 3-legged downward dog. Step your right foot through to your hands, set your feet up for your warrior 2. Now you stay for a cycle of breath. You feel what that connection would be like as if you were standing. And then as you inhale, feel the energy come up through the feet and let it guide you up into your warrior 2. Fingertips reach away. Strong and gentle. Drop the left hand to the back of the left thigh. Right hand comes high to the sky as you gently guide the head of the femur into the hip bone. Don't collapse. Stay strong. Take one more breath here. Find your triangle pose as you reach up, out, and down. One more breath here. And then look at your right foot. Guide both hands to the inside of the right foot as you bend into the right knee. Spin the left heel up. Set yourself up for your lizard pose here. Dropping the left knee, maybe coming down onto forearms or staying on palms. And then you're here for the next 10 deep cycles of breath. Once again, just pay attention to the little opening that you are creating. And then you are deciding how much to open up. So it's like in the beginning, when you were inhaling, you were putting a little energy out there. And as you were exhaling, you were calling it back. It's the same thing here. You'll gently, after 10 breaths here, you'll be a little more open. Just be gentle on how much you open. Five more breaths. 3, 2, 1. And then carefully come up onto palms. Tuck under the left toes, lift the left knee. And then guide the right leg back into your three-legged downward dog. Bend the knees, stack the hips. And then find your right foot touching the mat, three-legged, or downward dog. All right, this is your last down dog. So take your full inhale. And I ask you to gently walk the feet once again to the back of the hands as you exhale. Slowly and carefully. And you're back into your forward fold. Find your halfway lift. Fold forward. With the feet rooted, reach up, rise up, arms come up high to the sky. And then return back to your mountain pose. So you get a long cycle of breath here. Inhale, let the inhale come up through the feet. All the way out to the crown of the head. And then exhale, round. Beautiful, inhale, reach your arms up high. Fold forward. And then slowly and carefully bend so deeply in your forward fold. The torso touches the thighs. We stay here. And then maybe you drop down a little deeper. And then invite the bum to touch the mat. Extend both legs long in front of you. Ground your hip bones back down. Push out through the heels, reach the arms up high. And then fold forward. One more breath. And then slowly bring yourself back up. Okay, I want you to place the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Left leg is still long, and then hug the right knee into the chest, sitting up nice and tall. Feel the right foot connect onto the mat, all right? That's your stable foundation. And then bend the left knee so the left heel is reaching towards the right glute. Okay, right hand comes to the back of the back onto the ground. Reach the left arm up high. And then slowly and carefully hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, or hug the left or the right knee into the chest with the left elbow. Here. Stay nice and tall. And then if you would like, you can slowly and carefully look out over the right shoulder. breath here. I would like you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, slowly keep the feet where they are. Just twist over to the left side with both hands. Full counter twist. And then bring yourself back to center. Extend both legs long. Take a deep cycle of breath, staying nice and tall. And then guide your left foot to the outside of the right knee and hug the left knee into your chest. And then bring the right heel towards the left glute. Guide the left hand to the back. Ground down nice and tall. And then reach your right arm up high. And then slowly twist to hook the right elbow or hug the left knee into the chest. So if you twist and you realize you're starting to collapse to try to, get that hooking, that's when you would hug the knee in. And it might be a little different between left and right. And then carefully look over the left shoulder. Full breath here. Big inhale. And then take it over to the right as you exhale. And then come back into center. Both feet are flat onto the mat, and I want you to hug your knees into your chest. Coming up nice and tall, you feel your feet engaged into the mat. And then tuck the chin into the chest and lower down, one vertebra at a time. Okay. Once you find yourself grounded and anchored into your mat, the feet are touching the low back, the shoulder blades feel equal, you have some space in the neck. I want you to walk the feet close to the bum, hands are down to the side. You're setting up for a bridge pose, okay? So feel the feet connect. Feel the shoulder blades connect. You're looking up, keeping the neck strong. Maybe a slight tilt in the neck towards the chest, but don't move the head from side to side. Feel the shoulders engaged into the mat. Take your full inhale. Press the feet into the mat as you slowly lift the hips up. All right, try to keep the glutes relaxed as best as can be. And when you feel the clenching of the glutes, I want you to ease down a little bit. Go easy on yourself. Okay, and for the next few seconds, you may be gauging how high you can go. And then I want you to figure out where you can be and not activate the glutes. Keep the feet pressed into the mat and then drop into some deep cycles of breath. Full inhale. And then lower down as you exhale. Allow the knees to touch, drop in. And then the feet flat, knees up. One more time. So inhale, lift the hips. Find the sweet spot before you start clenching the glutes. And then drop into some deep cycles of breath. One more breath. And then lower down as you exhale. Bring the knees into the chest. Grab a hold of the knees. Gently rock from side to side. Maybe you give yourself a pelvic clock, doing some circles in reverse. All right, one more squeeze with the legs into the chest. And then extend one leg long, followed by the other. Reach the arms up overhead and give yourself a full body stretch. Keep the arms up overhead. What I want you to do is reach the right hand up, 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 and reach the right toes away, away, away. Keep reaching, keep breathing, and release. This time, reach the left fingertips up and away. Reach the left toes away. Reach, reach, reach. And release. One more time, reach the toes, both toes away, both feet away, both fingers away. And this time, as you release, allow the feet to turn out. Allow the arms to come down to the side without touching the torso. Find some stillness here. Take your full inhale. And exhale. All right, for this next inhale, imagine that it's starting at your heels and coming up the legs. And it's traveling up through your body, out to the crown of the head. And then exhale, allow it to travel back down. And take 2 more cycles of breath just at this length, okay? And then on this last cycle of breath, allow your breath to fall into its natural rhythm, knowing that you're coming into your Shavasana and that I am minding the time and I will call you back. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Reach your arms up overhead as you inhale. Settle as you exhale, ground. Full inhale here. Roll over to your right side as you exhale, coming into a fetal position. Slowly and carefully bring yourself up into a seated pose. And once you arrive in your seated pose, palms are onto the knee or onto the thighs or knees. And I want you to just drop back into that cycle of breath where you're grounding. And you practice putting the energy out there, but you call it back. You take and keep what's yours. You don't project it. All right, as you inhale, draw the arms up overhead. Fingertips touch overhead. Exhale, hands come into heart center. Calling it all back. Inhale, allow the arms to reach up overhead. Heart center as you exhale. Inhale, reach up high. Palms come together this time. Bring your prayer hands to your third eye as a reminder to have loving thoughts. And then to your lips as a reminder to have loving words. And then to your heart with a soft bow as a reminder to have loving actions towards yourself and towards others. The light and love in me acknowledges and honors the light and love in you. Namaste.